So I'm going to have you pop 2 balloons based off of those responses you got. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and narrow it down.
This is tough.
I know. Mm-hmm. Another one. All right, so was there any specific reason you picked those 2?
So I popped his balloon because I like to kiss. I'm a kisser. I'm a real big kisser, so lips is everything. I pay attention to that.
Okay. So what's going on with his lips?
a little crusty. Just a little bit. Poquito. Just a little bit. Just a little crust. And then I popped his balloon because we getting close to the end, and yeah, I just had to narrow you down.
I feel it.
Okay.
All right. So we do have our 2 guys left here. So I'm going to go ahead and ask the guys a question for you. So if you were to go ahead and take her out on a date, well, where would you take her? What would be your first date?
To be honest, it's like a rooftop. I'm big on like sunset type of views, but it's a nice restaurant. I believe it's called like Pamela or something like that. They got like nice fire pits, and the food there is really nice. So, type of vibe.
Okay.
Me, more also like shoot some darts, play some pool, something like that. Go to arcade or something like that. Something we moving.
Okay.
All right. So based off of those responses, who are we going to narrow it down to? All right. And so why did you end up popping his balloon?
I popped his because I liked your response. It's just his seemed more like pre-planned, if that makes sense. Like, it sounds like he would have a plan, like the day plan, know what to do, hit me up like, hey, are you free this day? I say yes. He got the day planned out already. You seem like a guy that'd be winging it. Not that I don't like that, because I like to be spontaneous sometimes. But yeah, that's why I popped it.
Oh, that's understandable what I'm saying, but we don't know each other yet. I can't just assume you like to go to rooftops and all that type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? I gotta figure that out. You know what I'm saying? I ain't finna waste my time on a rooftop if she don't like rooftops. You know what I'm saying?
I feel you.
I get something like that. We can shoot dart, we can talk, we can mingle. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to be, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
First date, splurge and all that type of stuff. I'm trying to impress you the first date. You know, so I'm trying to get to know you the first time.
Okay, I like that. Fair enough. I just had to pick one. That's all.
Let's go right on over here, Ishmael. I'll have you come on out. Okay, so Ishmael, to go ahead and help you narrow this down, did you have any final questions for her?
I was curious. Your thing about kids, do you want to have kids?
I do.
Okay, yeah, that's all that matters.
All right, so is it a yes for you for him?
Yes.
And is it a yes for you for her?
Yes, definitely.
We got a match! I'll go ahead and take that. Thank you for coming on. I'll go ahead and let y'all go. Hey, go on off. Hey! All right, everyone. Thank you for watching this episode of Pop the Balloon or Find Love. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And if you do want to be featured in any of our upcoming videos.
Right. As y'all can see that this girl picked the dude with the shades on because of the rooftop dates and all the dreams she got sold on. I didn't play the clip where he told her that the bag is there and da-da-da, but that's what she heard, and that is exactly why she picked him. So they went on a date and got invited back to the show to talk about how that date went, and I'm gonna play it right now. So what I want y'all to do is I want y'all to comment right after watching it and let me know, is this girl a gold digger? Or is this dude way too broke to be dating? Who are you blaming in this situation? Let me know in the comments right now. Check it out.
So first of all, when he pulls up, I wasn't expecting him to pull up in the car that he pulled up in, first and foremost.
Okay.
What was you expecting me to pull up in?
All right. So I was just not that. I just wasn't expecting that. For somebody to be talking and say, you know, the bag is there, and you know all of this type of
Hey,
talk.
go
And
check
then
out
you
the
got
episode
your
and rewind what I
appearance.
said. I said if the personality is there, the bag is there. So go rewatch that. I ain't say the bag was there.
Rewatch it, and you gonna
And
say
I'm getting senses of a
you'll
gold
hear
digger
him
talking about
say
that's what got you.
verbatim. Oh no, don't trip. Trust me, the
Right.
bag is there. But anywho, we're not gonna do that. I'm not gonna go back and forth. So now I forgot where I was at.
You're talking about the car he pulled up in.
Oh yeah, I was.
What's wrong with the car?
I was-
What is
Yeah,
the
So
well,
it's nothing. So it's just, again, it's nothing wrong with it. It's just not what I was expecting. So he pulls up, and what kind of car do you have?
Honda Accord,
What year is it?
2008.
2008 or 2000?
2008.
Okay, 2008. Okay. Well, anywho, so it was the car that I had like when I was like younger. I think I was like 18 or something like that. And I'm like, oh, okay, this is cool. One thing we have in common, we had the same car at one point.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he has it or whatever. But then I get in the car, and I noticed that, you know, he's like, yeah, I want to play this music for you. He turns up the music, but he didn't turn up the music on the speaker system on the car. He turns up the music on a Bluetooth speaker that's sitting in the middle console of where we are. Like
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
a Bluetooth speaker, a big box Bluetooth speaker,
You know
the
what
big
I'm saying?
one,
Hey, you gotta do what you gotta do.
the real big
You know
one.
what I'm saying?
So I'm like, okay, well, okay, I guess we rocking with the Bluetooth speaker today. So okay. So we riding, you know, we bumping his music. Like he said, he does music, so he played his song for me. He plays his song for me, and we're listening to music, and the Bluetooth speaker go out,
That motherfucker
just-
died.
went out.
Worst time. Hey, worst time. And I was in the car looking like, damn. But hey, you know what happens. You know. Hey.
It went out. So I'm like, oh dang, that's the end of the music. So I guess we gonna ride in silence and just listen to the wind. So he's like, nah, you know what? I got an idea. He hands me his phone, and he tells me to put the phone up to my ear while we ride. And I'm like, okay. So just listen to the music like this, okay? I couldn't really hear it, mind you, because of the wind and all the ricochets. I couldn't hear it much, but it is what it is. You know, I'm the type, I'm gonna adapt. I'm gonna adapt to the situation, so I adapted, okay? Then we get to AMC, and you know, everybody knows when you park downtown, you know, in the garages, you got to pay for it.
Right.
With a debit card. They don't take cash or nothing like that, right? So he turns and looks at me, you know, and I'm looking at him, and he looking at me, and he's like, I don't have a debit card. And I'm like, he was like, can I use your is it cool if I use your card? And immediately in my mind, my first initial thought was, why don't you have a debit card? I know there's millions of reasons as far as why he didn't have a debit card. I ain't judging at the fact that this man ain't got a debit card, but I am at the same time. Like, why you ain't got a debit card, bro? So I'm like, okay,
I had
cool.
a debit card.
Sure, you can use my debit card.
I have a debit card. Like
you had a debit card on deck?
I had a debit card on deck. The chip was malfunctioning. I need a new card, but I had a debit card on deck. So let's be real. But anyway, continue.
Oh, because I thought
Continue.
you said that it was something about your job, and that's why something was going on with your job. You just started or something. You ain't had.
Yeah, I mentioned that how my direct deposit has switched, but that don't change the fact that I don't have a debit card.
Okay, well, he had a
Make that
debit
make
card.
sense.
The chip was broke.
Yeah,
Malfunctioning.
make that make
Okay.
sense. Let's be real though, but continue.
All right, so
Okay.
he uses. So I hand him his debit card. I hand him the debit card, and then the total pops up. No, that was after the fact. My bad. I'm fast forwarding. Handing the debit card, he swipes it or whatever. So honestly, I don't remember if it was after the movies or before the movies when it showed the total. When he initially swiped it and it showed the total, or at the end when it showed the total. But anywho, it just kept sticking in my mind the fact that when it was time to pay the fee, it was like $9 or $11 somewhere around there. And he was just like, oh, they taxing, like, oh, like he was upset about it. And he was like, oh, but you know, it's cool. We gonna rock with it. But I'm thinking in my head, like, taxing.
What's upset?
Like, I don't know. It's little stuff. No debit card, taxing, Bluetooth speaker. It's everything just started adding up, right?
Okay.
So then we get into the movies. And You know, we're, you know, getting the snacks and whatever and all of that stuff, right? I noticed that he grabs some candy. he grabs some candy and he sits it to the side, right? And we, you know, he scans everything else, excluding the candy, right? So I'm like, I didn't say nothing. I'm just like, I'm all for it. Like, you know, you know, we go to the movies, it's like, look, because I'm all for taking snacks and stuff in the movies. I'm guilty of it. I do it all the time. If we go to the movies, I'm bringing my snacks in the bag. I got my own chips, my own candies. I'm not paying $75,
no movie
$50.
theater price.
Right. But I feel like, you know, the fact that he kind of like sneak tip stole the candy, it made me think like, dang, can he just not afford the candy, or did he just, you get what I'm saying? So it's just like, it just all added up. But I'm like, it would have been different if he said something like, hey, look, I'm not paying $5.75 for this candy. We about to spill this candy. And I would have been like, let's get it, put it in my bag or something. Like, but the fact that, you know, it's just little stuff. So you asked me initially, you know, what made me feel that way as far as, you know, if I felt like he didn't have it or not. It was just little situations like that. And I actually felt bad about like getting snacks and stuff. Like, dang, what if this dude can't, you know, afford the snacks? I feel bad for ordering an extra juice or something, or an icy. Maybe I should just drink water. Like, I don't know. So it's an uncomfortable situation. So it's just like I said, at the end of the day, I just was looking for him to just keep it 100. You know, if you don't got it like that, and you just don't got it like that, it's okay. Like, just be honest. Like, because just be honest.
Okay.
That's all.
All right. So Ishmael, just to give you a chance to, you know, say your piece as well. Let's start off with the card. So it sounded like, was she paying for the date, or what? How did that go?
So much lies, y'all. So much lies. But no, she didn't pay for nothing, and I didn't take no damn candy. Like, who needs to steal candy? We all know that when you go to the movies, everything is overpriced. Come on.
And we
now.
all know when you go to the movies, AMC, you got to pay with a debit card.
No, actually,
I paid with my debit card. He gave me the cash.
Actually, right. So, but they don't they don't take Apple Pay, and they don't take cash, because she's trying to talk about, oh, she's concerned with me having shit. Having money. I had a whole wad of cash on me that night, and I had my debit card, which happened to just malfunction. I had just used it during the day.
Did I use my debit card or no?
You did use your debit card. So what? What's your point though? They didn't take cash and they didn't take Apple Pay, the other two forms that I could pay, and. What, you wanted to go do something different? So let me rewind too. Let's start from the beginning with all these lies, right? Okay. First off, she trying to sig on my card, right? You didn't have a card at the time. Pause. Secondly, she tries to put it out there like as if she left it for me to choose, when literally you heard her say she gave me her availability, and it was really like nothing that worked out for me. I'm a busy person too. So we literally came to a conclusion together on the phone and decided together. She didn't leave nothing up to me. We decided together. So bullshit. But back to the car, right? Ain't nothing wrong with a Honda Accord. In the show, we can go back to the show. We go replay what I said. I said, if you have personality, the bag gonna be there. I didn't say I have the bag. I'm not a broke person, right? But I work every single day. I take care of my daughter. I take care of people as well. My sister. I got a little brother. Like, don't you know? But I'm not no rich person. I never acted like that. I never said that. So the point, the fact of the matter that you were intrigued by that is giving me like gold digger vibes. So that's crazy. But ain't nothing wrong with the Honda Accord. You know, everybody has cars. At least I have a car. There's people out there that don't have cars. You know what I'm saying? So that's another thing. Moving on to the Bluetooth speaker. You know, where I got the cars from Tucson. If y'all live out here in Arizona, you know Tucson's damn near 2 hours away. I do a lot. You know, I work during the day. I barely have time to do a lot of stuff. I'm not gonna take a lot of my time to go get a little face. It's like the face for the stereo is missing. So the person who owns the people that own the car, they have it. I'm not gonna go out there to travel to get it. They're not gonna bring it here. I'm gonna take care of that when I have the time. So in the meantime, I'm from Cali. We make it happen. You know what I'm saying? We do what we do. I got a Bluetooth speaker in the car so that when I do want to listen to music, it's right there. I can listen to it. Because honestly, I drive without music a lot of the time because I just like to think. You know, to have my mind, my space to think. So that's another thing. But as far as bringing up she's worried about me not being able to pay. Like, first off, when we decided to go to the movies, I spent more money at the movies, which was over $110 because I paid for both of us and the movies. I paid for both of us each, and she chose that nasty ass fucking chicken tenders. I told her not to actually. I'm like, that. Why are you gonna choose chicken tenders from here? This is a movie theaters, but that's what she wanted. Okay, because there's other shit you could have chose.
Yeah.
The little pizza thing I had, that shit was fire. Okay, AMC doing their thing. Okay, AMC and Harkins. I don't know. I don't really go to the movies, but I heard good things about them. So say what you want, but besides that, I had cash on me. She seen the cash that I pulled out. I was trying to pay the guy with. He's like, oh, we don't take cash. I tried to do Apple Pay because I put my card in and it just malfunctioned. He's like, oh, it's not working. Okay. So I'm like, okay, I got Apple Pay too. He's like, oh, no, we don't take Apple Pay. I'm like, oh, I got cash. Oh, we don't take cash. So I'm like, damn. So in my mind, I was low key a little embarrassed just because that's not even how I do.
Yeah.
But it's like, do that or think of something, go home, don't go on the date.
Yeah.
You know? So the fact that she's saying that it was uncomfortable or wasn't what she expected, that was the time for her to make her exit, right? But what she chose to do, sit and watch that movie, sit and eat the chicken tenders. Okay then, let's be real, right? That's what you said, let's be real, right? Okay, let's be real and authentic. Like that's all I'm saying. Let's just be real, because at the end of the day, we had a real connection, we had a real bond, and I'm a real person. I'm not for the internet. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to go viral. I'm not trying to do none of that. I'm real for real. And I was on the show for real love. And I don't feel like when she was on the show, that's not what she was really looking for. Because she mentions again, she thought I had a bag. And that's why you was attracted to me? Like, come on, like, what the fuck?
Okay. So from your viewpoint, it seems like she was on the show for like the wrong reasons.
Yeah, and then it's like during the whole experience of the date, and then what I literally heard from her mouth was that she enjoyed it. She enjoyed her time. She had a great time. She wanted to go on another date. So it's crazy. We was finna be in there with the Bluetooth speaker on another date. It's crazy. It's crazy.
Okay.
So now I want y'all to listen very carefully to what she's about to say, because she's dropping some game here. Listen.
The whole moral to the story is just keep it 100. Keep it 100. Because a person is gonna find out, about you anyways. So it's just like keep it 100.
So what? So what did you find out about?
Hold on 1 second. Let's let her finish. I'll go right back to you.
So yeah, basically, like I said, just keep it 100. I wasn't trying to get on this show and bash nobody. I came on this show. She asked me how the date went. I told you how the date went. That's my perspective as far as how the date went. At the same time, I didn't say anything that didn't happen. Everything that I said happened. It was facts. So again, if I hurt your feelings in any way, Ishmael, or if you feel played in any way, that's not the case.
Definitely not at all. I'm a gentleman.
That's not what I do. That's not my character at all. I'm not a gold digger. At all. I don't have a gold digger bone in my body, actually. What else did you say that I did? I mean, you said a lot that I kind of disagree with, but yeah, at the end of the day, I hold my own. I've been taking care of myself for a very long time. So you trying to make it seem like I didn't have a car, come on, dude. I have a car. I've been having a car, been driving since I was 18.
I said at the time,
since I was 12, been having a car since I was 18.
It seem like nothing.
No, you did though. You insinuated it, but again, it is what it is. Again, I didn't come on here to shoot anybody down or nothing like that. I think that Ishmael is a cool guy. I think he's very cool, which is why, it's kind of upsetting that he responds the way that he does, for one, and for two, is just like, dude, just be yourself. If I was in that space, just right now, I'm just not in a space to date someone, to where I just feel like if you gotta lie, like I said, if you gotta lie about what you have and how you moving, then it's just, you probably should reconsider probably dating at the time. Maybe just just chill or get to a more comfortable space or whatever. Or I don't know. I don't know what advice else to give other than what I said.
Okay.
But yeah.
Okay. All right. Any final words?
Definitely, because
wait, I'm sorry, I did want to add something. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut anybody off. He said that I asked for a second date. That cap. Because when we were at the movies, this is one thing I didn't mention. When we were at the movies, he asked me if I was gonna pay for the next date. Like, it was like, yeah, so this date is on me, the next one is on you, right? So I'm thinking in my head, no, like that's wild. Like, no, I'm not finna pay for the next date. Like, I don't know. I just felt like it was a wild thing to ask me on a first date. I've never been asked that from a guy before, so it threw me off. So a second date, I never said that. You know, as far as communication, like I said, you know, I think Ishmael is a cool guy, conversation wise. That's all it. That's all it ever was. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's crazy. She keeps saying all this good stuff about me, but saying how her experience wasn't what she thought. So you
explain
didn't.
why.
Let me talk now because it's my turn, right? So you let me ask you, when we had a conversation, not right in this interview, did you not say that you enjoyed your time with me and that you would like to go on another date?
Again, I did not say. I did not say another date, Ishmael, because I've already felt uncomfortable with the whole you asked me to pay for the next date, and then how the date just went overall.
All right, that's cool.
Now, as far as me having a good time,
you answered the question. So